Oh, big one. Big one. There he is. Okay, we got a big one on, guys. Yes, we do. Okay, welcome back to another episode, and as you can see, I'm a pretty happy guy because this motor behind me, it's running again. We have a boat again, so it's fantastic. Today, this video is sponsored by Mystery Tackle Box. We're going to be doing an MTB slam on a lake that I've never fished before, and I've heard that there's some pretty big ones in here, so hopefully we catch some giants, but I want to pull up to the first spot. We're going to crack this thing open. Let's go catch some big old fish. Today we're gonna do an MTB slam. As you can see, this lure is already open because I tried to do an MTB slam yesterday, but my motor was still toast. So we figured it all out. We're on the water here. We're gonna start out with this thing. It's a Strike Pro jerkbait. This thing is kind of slowly tilting away. I can see that. Okay, hold up. So we're gonna be throwing everything from this MTB box. We're gonna get this slam done and hopefully catch some really big ones doing it. But before we get into it, if you guys are not already members of MTB, I'm gonna have all the stuff down in the description below for you guys to sign up. For your first box, you get it for $4.99. MTB is an awesome way to find some new baits. Like, I've never thrown a Strike Pro jerkbait, but I threw it a little bit yesterday and it looks pretty freaking sweet, so I'm thinking we're gonna catch some big ones on it. But if you guys wanna check them out, that's gonna be down in the description below. But without further ado, let's go smack some bass. Okay, so we're gonna start off on the natural side of the lake here. It's also the windy side, which is pretty much ideal for jerkbait fishing. It looks like this lake's got a considerable amount of vegetation, so I don't know how that's gonna play into this jerkbait deal. Might be a little bit tough to work it around there, but I think that we are gonna make it work on the little outer edges and whatnot. Be able to catch some good ones. Freaking good vegetation. It's kind of that crispy stuff. It's not completely disgusting or anything. So this jerkbait's actually kind of coming through it decently. Oh, big one coming at it. Big one coming at it. Oh. Come on, eat it. Got him. It's a good one. First fish on that Strike Pro jerkbait. I watched him come out. She's barely hooked. Oh, she hooked herself better. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Woohoo! First fish for the MTB slam, baby. It's a good one on the jerkbait. Well, like I said, guys, this is a brand new lake that I've never fished before, so I honestly don't know quite what to expect. My fiance's dad, he actually told me to come out here and check it out. So, but I've been here for like 3 minutes. That was like maybe my 5th cast or so. And we just caught us like probably close to 3-pounder. She's probably about 2 1/4, 2 1/2. She's a little skinny. It's post-spawn fish for sure. But that's a nice fish right there to start it off. I watched her come up behind the jerkbait up on that kind of there was no grass up there. It was kind of like a cleared off like little sand patch, and she just came up and freaking smoked it. But that's first fish of the day. Let's get her back in the water. Okay, so Strike Pro jerkbait, first bait, knocked out in like the first freaking 3 minutes there. Good 17-inch fish. See you later, girl. But next up on the agenda, I think we're gonna throw the little Carl's Bait and Tackle square bill because we just have freaking awesome moving bait condition kind of days. And this is a bluegill lake. Literally on the boat launch, I saw a horde of bluegill spawning. So I don't know if I could think of a better bait to throw right now. So we're gonna tie this up here and hopefully catch another one. Okay, so bait number 2 rigged up and ready to go. It's the Carl's Bait and Tackle square bill. This thing looks freaking sweet, and we're gonna go put this inside of a bass's mouth right now. Oh, no! You are not a bass. What are you doing, dude? That's not what we want. Freaking bedding bluegills are extremely aggressive. I don't know if you guys have ever fished for bedding gills, but you could pretty much throw anything at them. Apparently even their own selves, they're freaking carnivorous. You throw a little baby bluegill in there and they go freaking wild. I just can't believe that there's no bass over here freaking eating them though. I haven't seen any bass chases. I haven't seen any bass near the beds, nothing. Maybe we need to go to a new section of the lake. I'm not sure. This looks juicy. If I was a bass, I'd live over here. Okay, we have made our way over to the calmer side of the lake, so the audio is probably gonna get a little bit better. We're not gonna cast around any of these cottonwoods because I don't need any of that in my freaking life right now, but we will see if we can catch a bass over here. All I keep getting are these aggressive little spawning bluegills to come up and eat this thing, which we do not want. Oh, big one on the crankbait. Okay, well that was about 3 casts of me slowing way down because I think I was cranking it too fast. I kind of forgot what gear ratio this reel is. It's like a 6 point something. And look, she's got it freaking choked. But that was on that outer weed edge, and as you can see, she has that freaking Carl's Bait and Tackle crankbait down her throat. that's what you want to see. That's the kind of fish you want to see too. That's a nice post spawn, like 2 1/4, 2.5 pounder, just like that first one. Okay, well, we're gonna need pliers for this one because she's got all sorts of treble action down there, and I don't feel like getting a hook in my hand right now. I'm digging this lake because it's got some pretty decent quality fish in here so far. No giants, but compared to a lot of the lakes that I've been fishing recently, that's a nice fish. That's like a good 16, 17 incher right there. A little skinny, but all freaking good with me nonetheless. So let's get her back in the water. Carl's Bait and Tackle getting it done. Okay, girl. See you later. Bait number 2 complete, and now we are down to 2 or 3 more. Let's see what we got left in the box. Let's just go check it out. So this is another bait that we were throwing yesterday a bunch when we were trying to do the challenge earlier, but it's the Z-Man trick shot. We're gonna put this thing on a drop shot. I don't think we're gonna do that one next though. I think we are going to do this next. So we have the Big Bite Baits brush hogs, and we have some Carl's Bait and Tackle bullet weights. So we're gonna put these together. I'm gonna put a little Texas rig on here. This is actually a really big bait, but this is gonna be a really solid bluegill imitator. Let me pull this out. This will be great to flip around this grass. It's gonna look like these spawning bluegills, and these post-spawn bass are gonna frickin' demolish them. But it's a big presentation, as you guys can see. It's a big old brush hog. We're gonna catch a good one on this. I can feel it. Throw such a big bait, we're gonna need a big hook, and we actually got these Mustad 5-aught hooks in last month's box, so we're gonna use last month's hook. We're gonna use this month's bullet weight, and then we're gonna use this month's brush hog, and we are going to put a big one in the boat, hopefully. Well, we are all rigged up. We have bait number 3 and /4, if you count this bullet weight, ready to rock and roll. There's a big one. There he is. I freaking watched that one swim right by me on the brush hog. It's a good one too. Man, this lake's got a really solid average fish. Every single one's been like a good one. No giants, but every single one's been a good one. And that one was cruising around these beds, probably munching on some gills, and she just smoked that brush hog. I just cast it right past her and dropped it right in front of her face. Perfect. So we just knocked out the Big Bite Baits brush hog, the Carl's Bait and Tackle weight, and also used the bonus Mustad hook from last month's box for a nice 2-pounder there, just cruising along. The other ones look super post-spawn. That one looks like she's recovered a little bit, but basically, like I said, what we're doing here is these bass are post-spawn. I don't think there's any more bass spawning in this lake as far as I could see, but there are bluegill beds freaking everywhere, and these bass are just kind of going up on these bluegill beds and ambushing gills and eating them. So basically just fishing the outside edge of these bluegill beds, and we're throwing all these mystery tackle box baits up there and catching some freaking good ones. So hopefully here, this lake seems to have some pretty good quality. Hopefully we catch like a 4-pounder, 5-pounder, something insane, but so far I'm pretty content catching these like 16 and 17 inchers. But that is bait number 3, 4, and bonus bait number 5. We are down to the Z-Man drop shot bait, so let's see what we got here. I already have one rigged up from yesterday because we were throwing it. But this is the Z-Man trick shots in a twilight color. Pretty awesome freaking color for some Clearwater lakes. This lake's got like medium clarity, I'd say. Not necessarily the best lake to throw this on, but I have a ton of lakes that this would kill some freaking smallmouth at. So we're gonna throw this around. I don't think we're gonna have any problem catching something on this. And we will get back to you guys with hopefully a big bass. Skipping drop shots, oh yeah. #1 tactic. There we go, there we go. That's a good one too. That's the biggest one yet. On the drop shot, I thought this thing was gonna be very difficult. That's a big one. That's a big one. Is this on? Please tell me yes. Okay, okay, we got a big one on, guys. Yes, we do. Okay. I thought that this was gonna be the most difficult bait just because the lake's not set up really for throwing a drop shot, and we just put that behemoth in the boat. Yep. Yep. Well, let me get that one on the scale too. Yep, 3 1/4 pounder. That's a chunky one. That one almost looks like she's still spawning. But that's a good fish right there. We're gonna get her back in the water. Freaking big old head on her. On that Z-Man drop shot bait. That completes the slam right there, boys and girls. That's a slam. That's a slam right there. So If you guys want to check Mystery Tacklebacks out, like I said, it's going to be down in the description below. Awesome service, guys. As you can see, you get a ton of value for your money. If you get your first box, it's only $4.99, and otherwise this box is $14.99. You're going to get like $25 to $30 worth of baits, and as you can see, they flat out catch fish. This is a lake that I've never seen before in my life, and I've been here for about an hour, and I completed the slam in 1 hour on all these baits that I've never thrown before in my life, because when you get an MTB, you get some good freaking baits. There he is on the crankbait. That's a good one. That's another like 3-pounder, I think. Oh, he's running right at me. Yup. Dude, are you kidding me? I freaking love this lake. Oh my gosh. On that Carl's Bait and Tackle crankbait. Come here, dude. Come here, dude. Barely. Okay, there we go. Another 3-pounder in the boat. That one might even be bigger than the last one. Dude, I hate crankbait fishing. So you know when I'm having a good time throwing a crankbait, you got a good bait and you got a good lake. And yeah, we got both of those right now. Look at the size of that fish. Look at the size of her mouth. Oh yeah. Okay, hold up. I haven't really been weighing them to get our best 5. This is our 5th fish though. We would have a really solid bag. A little bit shy. 3.10. So 3.10 pounds and then a 3.28 pounder back to back right there. Carl's Bait and Tackle getting it done. We're gonna get this fish back in the water here. Right up on these bluegill beds, doing exactly what we said. So what I figured out when I caught that first crankbait fish back there a ways is I have to slow roll this thing, and I'm basically just fishing around these bluegill beds, doing what I said, fishing for these post pond bass, but they wanted super slow, just basically crawled and ticking it right on top of those weeds. Before I was kind of doing like an interval retrieve. I was like going fast, slow, trying to get a reaction strike, but these fish, they're just chopping it. It's like a little bluegill. You just slow roll it right over the top of them and they freaking eat it. So I think it's about to be lights out. I just switched back to this thing and that was probably like my 5th cast. Let's see if we can get any more big ones. There he is. There he is. That's the smallest one so far. Still freaking destroyed that crankbait. That was the first one right off of the side of a dock too. Most of them have been around those bluegill beds and whatnot. Man, she's got something wrong with her. What's going on here? She has got like some sort of weird gill formation right there. But that one just came slow rolling on the side of the dock. That's still a keeper fish too. That's like a 15-incher. Not a bad one, just not a giant. I am digging the crankbait bite though. Okay, so we are going to call for today. We had a really good day on the water. This is probably the best MTB slam that I've had so far, just because we caught some really nice fish today. And we knocked out every single bait pretty easily. And then we pretty much found out that this was the key for the day. The Carl's Bait and Tackle crankbait. You guys can check that down below as well on the Carl's Bait and Tackle website. But other than that, check out MTB, guys. They make some friggin' awesome stuff. They help me out a ton, so it means a lot to me when you guys help them out as well. The link's going to be down in the description below. Use the code as well if you want to get your first box for $4.99. But thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I will catch you guys next time.